E to the Man to the Williams YouTube page. We're about to have a good time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we are about to go in.
Let's get it. We go hard, 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 hard. We play hard, 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 hard.
So, what do you think? Do you think that we should have that mindset? Kind of what True said is take the money that these companies giving us because we might get hurt, we might live and do that, or should we try to be able to start setting a new standard where we can be able to really dictate how our future looks?
First of all, I love how you framed and set this whole conversation up. LeVar Ball is a genius, full stop, period. I agree. Hit full stop. Yeah, Kyrie Irving should be doing exactly what he's doing. He's betting on himself. And this all is a make or break on his back. There are a ton of things for him to consider, though, because the shoe game is it's a different beast. It's a different beast. Like I put in the chat, LaMelo is signed with Puma of all companies, and he's killing it. Why? Because he resonates with these shorties. It's still about these shorties. So I don't know how many of these shorties are looking at Kyrie like how they used to look at him. He still got to be a likable personality. But even with all that said, I agree with you 1000% just on the premise of him betting on himself. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. All the knowledge and really just real quick to touch on the LeBron piece. LeBron got $90 million from Phil Knight before he even touched the basketball, before he even finished walking across the stage.
Correct.
He signed for $90 million. So you'll still have those people, where that's it works for them. Like that type of deal will work for them. But I like what Kyrie is doing. I think Big Baller Brand was just a wee bit ahead of its time. And I think people need to really kind of extract the lessons from what Kanye was able to do with Adidas too. Right. Mm-hmm. He did. I know people say, oh, Sway did have the answers. He kind of still didn't. Kanye needed a partner to scale at the level that he did. Exactly. But I'll bring it home for Jerome. Ultimately, I agree with you 1000%. We do need disruptors. We do need game changers. We do all this whining, crying, and complaining about not owning nothing, about culture vultures, about people taking from us, and then not profit sharing with us. This is an opportunity for him to create his own and do his own thing. Now, I don't know how many shorties are going to be out here buying answers, right? But that's on him.
I'm going to actually look into that company. I'm going to try to see if I can find some information on the financials about it. I want to say this. The way I look at it is like this. Y'all remember when that actor was in The Lion King and he forego
Jason Weaver?
Yeah.
Brilliant move. Yes. Absolutely brilliant.
Right? It's not an apples to apple comparison. It's more of a lot of times you see people signing their publishing away and things like that. You don't realize you're making a decision right now, but you don't know what the future going to be. And the fact that you might lose ownership or control or rights or intellectual property, etc., because you want that upfront money is where we get destroyed at and short-sighted. If you look at a lot of these people that have success, if you look at the ownership they have in a company, 10, 15 years before they cash that paper in. It's just all paper money, and they could be in a negative revenue for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and then they finally start running it up later and later on. So there's just so many different ways that you can look at it.
But I looked into this company, and a lot of people looking at the American revenue and the type of money, but this company have actually made a lot of money with foreign money. So I believe if he could just capture the Chinese market, or he can capture markets out there, he'll be all right. If he never made $1 in the United States, but he was able to make money in China, he was able to make money in these other different places, I think that is what it's. People think that you have to make the money with Americans. No, the world is so big that I don't need American dollars.
Hold on real quick. Let me add this. I'm a quick shooter, right? You have to understand this. It might be, you might need to move 100,000 units, right? To recognize a certain profit with Nike. But with this deal, he might only need to move 5 shoes to match that same profit. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different ways you can really review it and go, dang, even though I might not sell as many shoes, the money that I'm getting from selling less shoes is really impactful. So that's kind of how I look at it.
That's exactly right, AL.
So you brought up the example of the dude Jason. Who was he before he hit that the changing of his life?
What does it
About
matter?
the actor?
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Where was he at monetarily? I'm going to make my point. I'm asking.
Let's assume he was 30K.
Well, we don't know his financials, but we'll say he was on TV before. So we'll say he's throw a random number. Let's say he had about maybe 800,000 to $2-3 million.
Okay. So we're talking about somebody betting on themselves. And basically he was in a situation where this is like, okay, I'm going to hit a home run versus Kyrie has already established himself at who he is. And the only way that this can be something for me where I'm looking at where he's at in his career, who he is, and that this is not safe versus somebody just starting out. And I knock it out the park, I'm good. If this was early in his career and he was betting on himself, I would rock out with it. I'm just saying where he's at right now, who he is, his track record, everything like that, and then also the competitive nature, like Shawtown was saying about the other market with the shoe game.
If he make not $1 from this shoe deal, he's good. He just signed a $126 million
I'm not talking
deal.
about that. I'm strictly staying on the shoe thing.
But I'm saying, what I'm saying is, this is when you gamble. When you got guaranteed money somewhere else, and you know that your bills are going to be taken care of, that's when I really want to bet on myself because I have an insurance. He had the NBA as an insurance that he's going to get $126 million guaranteed.